Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much, guys, for allowing me to be part of your day. As always, coffee, tea, or matcha, or orange juice. Guys, I tried to make me a Spanglish sandwich. I didn't have rye bread, but I was ready to do it on an everything bagel, and I was excited until I opened up my refrigerator and realized that I left the eggs in the other refrigerator. So I ended up with this. Guys, it's a great community that we have. I think today or tomorrow I'm going to put up a link that's going to bring you to a post that's going to talk to you about the Corey Michello Justice for Corey, the Christopher Greger sentencing on August 2nd. I'm going to go down to Toms River, New Jersey to show my support, and we're trying to figure out how many people are going, if there's carpools needed. The Michello family asking us to wear blue and to have signs Justice for Corey. So I think that that's a wonderful thing that we could be a part of and our voice could be heard. Hopefully this will, I pretty much think that the sentencing is going to be, that's already made up in the mind of the judge. I could be wrong, but this is just to show support that this isn't ignored and that Brianna is going to go forward with, Corey's law, which will hopefully give a safe place for when people are being investigated, and to have people be investigated maybe, well before 100 calls are made and then ultimately the demise of a child. Maybe the system with Corey's law will not fail us. We're hopeful that, Corey's voice will be one of the many unfortunate voices that are heard from the grave in hopes that it will help the next child. So that's what we're going to do. Guys, some of you might be thinking, how can you put that on and then joke about Gypsy Rose? Well, Corey's grandma likes me talking about Gypsy Rose, and she told me that. So I don't find this to be disrespectful, and I don't mean it to be disrespectful. Christopher Greger, I wish he would get life, and I'm hoping that he pays, that karma is going to come back and bite him while he's in prison. So, yeah. Gypsy Rose, horrible crime too, manipulating somebody to unalive their mom. And what I believe, and what I'm starting to see more and more, and what I'm going to get into, is that I don't think that Gypsy was ever really going to leave with Nick. I just think that was all that she had left. Whatever her first choice was, I think it failed. And for some reason, she ended up leaving with Nick. And that is why she never had that ticket that she was supposed to have. Because she bought all the tickets, right? She bought the return ticket for Nick. She took care of everything that he needed to be taken care of, made sure he got the money, stole the KINFE, and she did all that, but she didn't get herself a ticket to get out of the area. I don't know, maybe Nick was supposed to demise too. Maybe Nick was supposed to be unalived as well. Maybe that's what was supposed to happen, but the person that was supposed to do that maybe just didn't do that. That's all I could really think of with that, because it just doesn't make any sense. None of it makes any kind of sense to me. So maybe Dan had something to do with it. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what the real plan was. But as I look more and more into it, and I see how precise, I mean, she's not that stupid. I'm not saying she's brilliant, but she certainly is not that stupid that she would forget how to get herself out of the situation. Especially when she knows about the tickets, and she knows that he's got his ticket and on which day, because she helped him with all of that. She gave him all the itinerary, everything. So where is she leaving? Where's her plan to go to Missouri with him? Maybe, just maybe, Nick wasn't supposed to walk out of that situation either. you know? So guys, this isn't really the way I was going to go with the video. I was going to go with something a little bit more funny. But as we're talking about this, how Nick is just so black and white. He is so simple that it really does. It caused him all of this grief. He did the unaliving, supposedly. He did the unaliving of Dee Dee. But it wouldn't have happened if she didn't keep pushing him, pushing him, and pushing him to do that for over 2 years. So the time that basically Ken said, I want Gypsy to be free. I want to walk away from Gypsy so that she could be free. I think it would be great. That 2 years in prison, instead of when she got out, you know, like a month before she got out, a half a year before she got out, said, babe, maybe I just want to give you, let me just give you 6 to 8 months out there and we could date. That's not what Ken said, you know. So Ken did it 2 years before. So during that 2 year time, just so we can get an idea of what 2 years what can happen in 2 years, besides, you know, Gypsy marrying another guy that quickly, in 2 years' time, she could groom somebody to manipulate them enough into unaliving their mom. So you just don't give her any time at all. You just don't give that type of person any time at all. Because now I'm watching stuff where she's doing this beauty. I'm telling people how to put on this tanning stuff that apparently she gets wrong because Nina's like telling her that you need to do this, you need to do that.
All right, I'm gonna do my arms for y'all, but I have other places to do, like my legs, and I really just don't want to be that exposed on camera. So after this, I'm gonna shut off the camera.
It looks like it's gonna be splotchy.
Now that my self-tanner is done, I put on
Look at
my
those knuckles,
nails.
baby. You needed to exfoliate.
I am curling my bangs right now. I'm really excited about this photo shoot. Like, these photos are going to be so beautiful. They're going to be so meaningful. I'm really looking forward to them.
Where's the curl, Jip?
Frame-worthy for sure. You know, interesting enough, this curling iron that I'm using is the same curling iron that I used in prison. I came out of prison, and as weird as it sounds, I just don't know how to use any other curling iron but this one.
Is it on, Jip? Because it don't look like it's working.
October 17th of 2016, I bought this in prison. Wow. Going back to Old Faithful.
You ain't being too faithful, girl, because I'm not seeing any curls. Did he curl his hair with it?
I just don't know how to use any other kind now.
Do y'all see a curl? I don't.
I'm so adapted to it. Okay. I'm getting my makeup done at Sephora.
Who the hell is Gypsy Rose to be putting on makeup and body tanning cream and to have millions of people look at that? Like, and then she's actually using a curling iron that even I could see does not curl her fucking hair. But it gets worse, because now how I keep telling you guys, she's a slob, right? Well, her slobness is even on that video, as she puts supposedly a hot curling iron down on what looks like a wood piece of furniture that has a bunch of shit, including papers next to it. Who does that? I mean, we know better. You got to put that down on porcelain, on a counter that's non-flammable, not on a fucking piece of wood furniture, and not next to a bunch of other stuff. Okay? Gypsy's just not right in the head in every certain area. And again, this is not the way I wanted this video to go either, because now we're just getting into things that have just been randomly ping-ponging in my mind. The whole thing about Gypsy Rose Blanchard The problem that we have isn't that she had Munchausen by proxy and had to unalive her mom, you know, which, by the way, she would have been the first person, had Dee Dee had actually had Munchausen by proxy, the first person in history that they know of that would have unalived the person with the actual Munchausen. Okay? But the math doesn't seem to matter to anybody. Nobody else is unaliving their mom, including Kate Marie, who lost a leg. Right? So Dee Dee and Gypsy's scam was coming to an end. Dee Dee was older. Dee Dee had diabetes. All of this is alleged. All of this is a theory. I mean, Dee Dee had diabetes. Dee Dee was obese. According to some medical professionals, she had gout. There were things that Dee Dee had as not the most healthy woman, right? So the fact that that whole thing was coming to an end, Gypsy would have had to have started a new chapter in her life, either which way. You guys understand that, right? She was too old at this point. They can't fake her medical records anymore, not anymore, to make her a child. So all of those goodies were gone. Now they're looking for other young children that we hope legitimately needed the assistance of the Make-A-Wish and all of those organizations that are made that Gypsy took advantage of. Habitat for Humanity, Ronald McDonald House, all the ones that, you know, legitimate people need that Gypsy just took from. And that was coming to an end. So what was her life going to be like? Like, how are they going to make it? Just on SSI? All of those things that Gypsy was spoiled about? This is a woman, guys, I want to make this so clear. This is a woman who unalived her mom and has made the world her public stage, but has yet to show any kind of remorse for her mom or regret for her mom. There is no emotion. It's done, over. Just like Ryan, done, over. That's what lawyers are for. No, we don't have a friendship anymore. What did he do? He loved you. What did he do that was so horrible that this man deserves that kind of treatment? After you used him, left him, publicly humiliated him, and you still don't have the fucking grace for anything. And we've seen this with Gypsy from the beginning, from her fake ass singing and her mom looking at her like she is the apple of her eye but knows how bad this girl sings, to everybody having to endure her bullshit. To still having everybody endure her bullshit. She is on TikTok or on YouTube, public platforms, making fun of people, bullying people, allegedly, making fun of people because we've seen it. You know, we watched that with Nina. Gypsy reached out to Nina gave her the benefit of the doubt, remember? So, and I don't want to get in the middle of that. That's Nina's thing, but Gypsy's the one with the history of all of this bullshit, of how she uses people. Rachel Garlick, that was her best friend for a long time while she was incarcerated. That woman named her child after Gypsy. Gypsy is that kid's godmom. I mean, that was crazy. Now she really regrets it, I'm sure, because as soon as Gypsy got what she needed, Rachel was given the boot. For no reason with Ryan, because he wanted to what, fight for his marriage? He didn't want to give up on his marriage? Is that why she could do this? This behavior is perpetual. It's continuously. It's not going anywhere. It's chronic. It's going to keep happening, and we keep giving her a platform for it. Which then reminds me of another video I saw by Cutting Board Dawn, the Cutting Board Dawn. It's she's a woman that talks about true crime and like critical thinking. I don't know her well at all. You could check out her channel. It's up to you. I only have seen a few of her videos, and I think that there are some points that she brings out. Guys, I just have a real hard problem right now trying to, I don't know, support other people's channels. Because I don't want to be held accountable. If you don't like something the Cutting Board Dawn says, there's just information. You know what I'm saying? There's information. So, you know. And I had talked about this before on my channel. She had talked about Wade Wilson. And we know Wade Wilson. You know, Wade Wilson unalived 2 women. Brutal. Brutal. For no reason. For no reason. Random. Brutal. And each day he went to court, he had more and more tattoos on his face. I mean, he really did have more tattoos as the court progressed. It wasn't every day, but he had a swastika there. He had a swastika, big one on his head. The guy's filled with hate and venom. And there's women that find him attractive looking. There's no doubt in my mind, just like Paul Ferguson, somebody's going to reach out to this guy, Wade Wilson, and he's going to have quite a few love affairs as he does his time before he goes to death. People are going to reach out to him. They did it to Ted Bundy. There's a fascination. But when it comes to women or men that are wrapped up in long-term criminals that are violent criminals, I don't think that they're saying, oh, no, I can make a difference. And they would never do that to me. I don't think that that's what they're saying, because the reality is they're not going anywhere. It is a safe place for you to place your heart, because that person can't do anything to it physically. All they could do is say, I don't want to be with you anymore, which, how does that benefit them? Even if they didn't want to be with you, to maybe write to you once a week or call you every couple days to get money into their commissary on their books, they'll do that. It's a job for them. It's not like they've got a lot going on there. Trust me, it's not. They'll keep the letters coming. I don't think that he's going to get phone calls. He's the death penalty. So he's not going to get phone calls, but I guarantee you he's going to get his letters, and he'll get some phone calls, you know, not as often as the other inmates who, you know, are in general pop, who have, you know, more access to tools and such like that. Like, what do they have now? It's a joke, the things that they have for these prisoners, you know. So it's not like some people now. Wade Wilson, he's going to do his time. He's going to do his time. I think it's 23 hours a day, and he gets 1 hour out and 3 times a week to take a shower, and that's it. So somebody's going to believe in their head. I don't know if they'll really think. I mean, if they've got mental issues, then they'll believe in their head. But they're really going to believe that they've given their heart and that they're in a relationship. And the person on the outside, they need to really look at that, because that's the best that they can do. They can't be involved with somebody who it takes time to get to know. You have your trials and your tribulations. It takes work, you know, and you have to have confidence in yourself. You see, so those people that are unable to do that are the people that find these relationships that will never be in reality and are only made up in paper and imagination, and that's it, in pictures. That's it. And visiting maybe once a week or once a month, however often. So I don't understand how people could allow Gypsy Rose such a platform with millions of people that she has some sort of influence over whatever she says. Now, I'm sure, I would believe more than half of them are watching for this train wreck that is Gypsy Rose Blanchard. I totally believe that 1,000,000%. But I think that there is still a decent amount of people that say, oh, I feel so bad for her. I wish people would just leave her alone, give her a chance. We've given her a chance. What has she done with it? Besides destroyed her marriage, destroyed Ryan. Well, I want to give Ryan more credit than that. What has she done since she's been out? Photo shoots, walking the red carpet, movies, books. She masterminded the unaliving of her mom when she could have just left. She could have just left. She wanted to be the victim again. But something happened. Something happened where that fell through for her. But forget about that. She was convicted, 2nd degree, unaliving, mastermind. Right? We know that. And yet there's a platform for her. Wade Wilson, brutally unalived 2 women. No reason, viciously. People are going to write to him. People are going to send him money. People already think he's gorgeous. I think that says something more about our society and what's going on with our society. Guys, clearly this video was all over the place, but my mind right now is all over the place. So I hope you'll accept this video and just see it for what it is. And I guess what it is, I hate to define things. It's right or wrong. It's good or bad. It's fair or not. It's life, right? All right, guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Never be Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Never be Wade Wilson. Always be yourself, guys. Always be kind.